Summer this year's been really weird for my channel. Not that, like, being weird is anything new for my channel. I mean, I made that Fast and Furious video, I made that Hassan video, and I made a 3-part review of Zootopia that totaled over 2 hours, and none of these videos really fit snugly within the rest of my 2021 catalog, which is the style of Kaizir I'm sure many have gotten used to by now. So I might as well explain myself and why summer's been so weird, because it's kind of important, I guess. Okay, so the first thing I should probably talk about, as it is the biggest thing I have ever worked on probably in my life, the Zootopia review. First question that some people probably have is, why did I decide to make this video? I'm no stranger to putting out the occasional long video, but I've never really made a video that has been this long, let alone this different before. So let me explain. So if you remember in my shitty update video I made last May, I mentioned how I wanted to try and focus a bit more on long form videos in a different kind of style than Kaizir. This review was kind of me putting that idea into practice. And that's also the reason why this video doesn't have the character poses for the most part, doesn't have tons of keyframe editing, which is something I tend to do a lot with Kaizir, why this video doesn't have the rainbow background, and a bunch of other things that are standard to Kaizir that wasn't in this review. That's also the reason these videos had different thumbnails for a while, because I was trying to get this new style off the ground. I wanted to try something new on this new direction I wanted to take the channel at the time. This new direction being a bigger focus on longer videos, reviewing movies and TV shows and games and all of that in this super long analytical style. However, as time went on and I was working on this video for longer and longer, I started to realize a few things. One, I started to miss working on standard Kaizir episodes with the editing style and the crazy topics and the character pose and the whole look and feel of the series in general. And if I were to change my whole channel's content into this new style, video topics and ideas and stuff would be much more limiting. Then I realized the second thing. Kaizir is a very flexible series. I think I intentionally made it flexible with my first video, being a creepypasta review. Basically what I'm getting at is I don't have to change my whole channel's style just to make a long form video that's 2 hours long, because Kaizir is a series where I can discuss anything I want in whatever way I want to. There's no specific checklist I need to check off. There's no specific limitations that are set on me to not be able to do this 2-hour review thing or whatever I wanted to do with this new style that I couldn't already do with Kaizir. So while I am very proud of this project, right now at least, I am not going to be sticking with this style I established with it. And for my next long ass review, whenever that's gonna be, or whatever it's gonna be on, it's going to be in the Kaizir style, because I can do whatever I want with the Kaizir style. If I was able to cover a poem in the Kaizir style, then I could probably do anything with the Kaizir style. One final thing I want to mention, I plan on releasing this video as one whole big chungus of a video, because that whole part thing is a really big downside to this whole thing. I'm going to be making slight tiny changes to the videos, but it's only going to be stuff like crossfades to the videos that were done in my old editing software, because Zootopia Part 3 was the second video ever to be done in my new editing software. I'm also going to be adding subtitles to Part 1 and 2 in this big chungus of a video. I am going to keep the old videos up though, just in case the big chungus 2-hour version of the video experiences copyright trouble in the future. People have the old videos, the ones in parts, to fall back on, just in case they want to watch it, but the big one isn't available right now. My voice is... Anyway, there's my reasoning behind the Zootopia review. I keep accidentally calling it a video, even though there are 3 videos and I haven't released the big chungus yet. But there are 2 other videos that I also want to explain, because those are also very different from the rest of the content on my channel. First, the Fast and Furious one. This movie series isn't really something I think many would expect me to talk about, and to be honest, I probably would have not made this video in the first place if Zootopia wasn't a thing. Half of why this video exists is because I thought the Fast and Furious titles were fucking embarrassing, but the other half was literally just to give an update as to why I was gone for a while, because I promised to not make update videos anymore. And by the way, the reason that video has a lot more swearing and is in the same editing style as Zootopia was because of this new direction I already mentioned I wanted the channel to go in at the time. I tend to stick to 1 fuck per video, like a PG-13 movie, so it has more punch and it's kind of funnier, and I guess people look forward to when I'll say the 1 fuck in a video. But I threw that out for the Zootopia review solely because it was super long. However, for the Fast and Furious video, that whole thing was entirely improvised, so I kind of forgot about that rule and just decided to not give a shit when I noticed like 30 minutes before I was putting out the video. Anyway, the final thing to discuss and give a behind the scenes look at or whatever is the Hassan video. The only video I have ever made and ever will make probably that is responding to YouTube drama. Well, I mean, if you could count this whole thing as drama. Anyway, the reason I even made this video in the first place was because I just was kind of mad about the situation. This is one of the most one-sided internet arguments I've ever seen. Hassan and his defenders don't really have any arguments that aren't total shit. And so out of anger, I think, I just wrote and recorded a script talking about how Hassan is in the wrong in almost every way. For a while I was debating not even releasing the video, but my mind changed once I edited this sequence because I thought it was funny. I am still happy with the video, right now at least, but there are some things that in retrospect I wish I could do differently. Like, I kind of wish I was less angry in the video. I wish I was like more sarcastic and just kind of made fun of Hassan more instead of just being mad at him for being a dumbass. I also could have talked about more things if I'm being honest here. Like, I realized that in the video I didn't talk about how Hassan barely even tried to react at all. Even if he was trying to react but couldn't, that would be fine because he was at least making an effort to try to transform the video into something new, but he didn't give a shit. So, I mean, the video is 28 minutes and it contains a bunch of other arguments that are good. Well, at least I think they're good, and 20 other people think they're good, but you know, it could have gone on longer. And I think that's everything I would have done differently. Actually, wait, hold on. One more thing. I wish I didn't have a fucking panic attack after releasing the video. Yeah, if you're one of the people who watched that video but couldn't finish it because I privated it, the reason why I privated it was because I was having a kind of very small panic attack about it. The day after releasing it, I felt very weird. As in, like, I felt physically weird. As in, I felt my heart. Like, it was like that really, like, feelable worry that you have in your chest. I think I was thinking about the video and was getting cold feet. The reasons I'm pretty sure were like, I was scared of Hassan's fans, I was very angry in that video, it was a drama video, or maybe I just did a bad job with my arguments. So I eventually just privated the video to stop panicking about it, and hoped that people would forget about it. I don't think it was a full-on panic attack, but I could definitely feel my chest doing something that it normally doesn't do, and only really does out of worry and panic. One day later, I was thinking about the video, realizing that I was very much overreacting. First of all, most people liked the video, and the actual criticism I was getting on the video was shit. Like, it was very, very easy to refute. Also, even if the video was bad, I would want someone to tell me why so I could learn from it. So those reasons were swimming in my head, and I was debating putting the video back up. Then I went to check Twitter, and saw that JXE, the person I was defending in that video, was watching it and was enjoying it and couldn't finish it because of what I had done. Yeah, that was kind of surreal, seeing a YouTuber I watch and enjoy asking where one of my videos was. So yeah, the video was put back up pretty quickly after that. I still don't know if she finished watching the video though. And the final thing I have to mention about the Hassan video, the video I mentioned at the beginning of the video after Zootopia, is this one. The reason I made that video in the old style, kinda, is because the editing style I was using for Zootopia I had kind of gotten sick of. For a while after I started editing Zootopia, I made the realizations that I talked about earlier and wanted to go back to the old style, but couldn't because that would make the review look inconsistent. So at the time, I just thought that I would finish the Zootopia review and then make this video explaining that everything's going back to normal and, like, all that. However, then I made the choice to make the Hassan video, and the editing style that I established for the Zootopia review wouldn't work with the Hassan video because the Hassan video, there's a lot of things I had to do with the video that I just couldn't do with the style I set up for the Zootopia. Oh, also, yeah, in case you haven't gotten it by now, Kaizir is going back to normal. As in, the editing style I've been using since the beginning of 2021, before giving up on it, is coming back. And all videos for the foreseeable future should be in that same style. I want this to just be the style of my channel. Anyway, I think that's about it when it comes to the things I wanted to explain during this weird period of my channel. Also, the behind the scenes, I guess. I'm not sure if this was behind the scenes. I don't know. Nor do I really fucking care. If I were to mention anything else, it would be all ideas I've expressed interest in before may or may not ever come out. I haven't worked on any of the scripts I mentioned in that old update video from May ever since that video came out. All I can confirm is that things are going back to normal for this channel. So yeah. see you in the next Kaizir video. Hope I didn't miss anything, otherwise I'm gonna have another panic attack, and that would not be very neato. I have no idea how to end this video.